What if the happiness you've been chasing your whole life was already in your hands, but you were too busy searching elsewhere to taste it? In a quiet village surrounded by golden fields lived Elias, a weary man in his 40s. To everyone else, he seemed to have it all: a steady job, a modest home, and a family that loved him. Yet inside, Elias felt empty. Each morning he watched others passing through the market: merchants with heavy purses, travelers with shining clothes, leaders who commanded respect. And each time, his heart whispered, "Why not me? Why am I stuck in this small life?" The more he compared, the heavier his spirit grew. Meals at his table tasted bland, laughter in his home sounded distant, and even the warm sun on his face felt dim. One day, after a long, bitter argument with his neighbor about land boundaries, Elias stormed out, anger boiling inside him. He wandered into the fields until he collapsed beneath a lone tree. His heart cried, "Why does happiness always escape me?" As Elias sat in despair, a frail old farmer named Nuru approached, carrying a basket of watermelons. Their green shells shimmered in the sunlight, striped and heavy. Nuru noticed Elias's troubled face and smiled gently. "Son," he said, placing a watermelon beside him, "sometimes happiness is like this fruit. Heavy, overlooked, yet full of sweetness once you choose to open it." Elias frowned. "What do you mean?" "It's just a watermelon." The old man chuckled. "Is it? To a thirsty traveler, it is life. To a child, it is joy dripping down their chin. To a poor man, it is a feast. Happiness is not in having more, it is in seeing what is already before you." Elias waved him off, muttering, "Easy words, old man." But Nuru simply left the watermelon at his side and walked away. That night, Elias's family gathered for dinner. He dropped the watermelon on the table, uninterested. His children's eyes lit up. "Papa, a watermelon." They cut into it, and the sharp crack filled the air. Sweet red flesh glistened, juice spilling across the wooden board. His children grabbed slices, laughter bubbling as the juice dripped down their arms. His wife smiled warmly, offering him the first piece. Elias hesitated, then bit into the fruit. The cool sweetness exploded on his tongue. For the first time in years, he felt something break inside him. Not bitterness, but wonder. His children's laughter no longer felt distant. It rang like music. His wife's smile warmed him more than the sun. And suddenly, he understood. The old man was right. Happiness was never hiding. It was here, in simple joys he had ignored while chasing shadows. The next morning, Elias walked through the market again, but this time he noticed what he had overlooked before. A mother braiding her daughter's hair, two brothers joking as they carried grain, the smell of fresh bread rising from the ovens. He realized comparison had blinded him. Gratitude was the cure. Elias sought out Nuru and thanked him. The old farmer smiled knowingly. "Remember, son, the sweetest watermelon is the one you savor, not the one you keep searching for." From that day forward, Elias's life didn't suddenly become grand or rich, but it became full. He laughed with his children more, held his wife closer, and even in struggles, he carried the quiet joy of one who had tasted life deeply. Happiness is not found in distant dreams. It is mastered by cherishing the moments, people, and blessings already within your hands.